That is good.
Is it?
Brand new 12-pack, cold, on ice. Evergreen delivers to the U.S. their Loud Buzz. And Megabass discovers that they have more models of Hayuga. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. It's Hayuga.
Hayuga.
You can say it however you want to fucking say it, Carmen. It'll always be Hayuga to me.
There's no hi in the word. It's the sound.
Can I just fucking drink beer? Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Depths, Lucky Craft, Jackal, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard-to-find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com.
That was the intro?
Oh, do you want to redo it?
No, I'm just asking. That was the intro, right?
What more do we need?
Okay.
We got beer, buzzbaits, and fishing poles, Jeff.
Gotcha.
It's Sunday.
I see.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're chilling. Just because
No.
you don't have a beer.
Yeah.
People at home are drinking with me.
It's Easter Sunday.
Cheers, everybody. Easter Sunday. That's the biggest drinking day of the year because your in-laws are at your house. No offense. Cheers. You guys know what I'm talking about. Why are you laughing, Jeff? You'll know someday when you find your JDM bride, but yep. What's up, my friends? I am Ben with Hookup Tackle, aka the Tackle Otaku, being filmed by my buddy Jeffrey the King. We are the Hookup Tackle USA. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle, where we point out exciting new drops that have arrived as well as important restocks so you guys can stay on top of the game. So, you want to hear a funny story about customs and fish and wildlife, Jeff?
Yes. I like these stories.
We're back to this. So, an amazing episode I had planned. Guess what? I got some good friends over there in customs who just like to mess with me.
Oh.
So
April Fool's, right?
That's why I'm drinking. Yeah, we should have done this on April Fool's.
Yeah, that would be money.
So, not as much cool stuff as I wanted to have, but still some really cool things. And we're going to run some specials. Since I'm missing some stuff that are just going to have to wait till next week, we're going to do some promotions.
Oh,
just
wow.
for the fun of it. It's Easter.
Look at you.
All right, let's celebrate. So before we get to promotions, let's talk about some of the new stuff that came in. So, Evergreen, if you guys have been hanging out on Instagram at all, you've been seeing Brett, Cody, all those dudes talking about the introduction of the Loud Buzz. Now, let me take one of these out of the package. The Loud Buzz is not a new buzzbait for us. We've been importing this from Evergreen, Japan for the last few years. They've just been really hard to keep in stock. It's one of the best buzzbaits on the market. This year, Evergreen USA decided to turn this into a core item. So that means a couple of things. A, it means that they are going to be much more readily available. And B, it means that they developed them in colors that were applicable to the US. So more on that in a second. So first off, if you guys aren't familiar with the Loud Buzz, here is a look at the Loud Buzz. So a couple things to point out. Stainless steel wire, aluminum blade. And you'll notice this is a very big blade. It's a much larger blade than most buzzbaits. It has a unique angle and a unique cup to it so that you can fish it very, very slow. It's designed to make a lot of noise, but it's also designed to go very slow. It's got a keel head, so no matter what speed you fish this thing, it will track true. Hand-tied skirt, wire hook keeper, so all the great things that you would expect out of a premium buzzbait. And back to the colors, they decided to match their colors to the colors that you guys already know from the Evergreen jackhammer. So we're seeing colors like our custom color, chartreuse shad, in this bait. You're seeing other colors like fire craw, right? Green pumpkin, clear water shad, white, black, golden shiner, and bee height delight. Okay, so if you guys love throwing buzzbaits, this is definitely one that you guys probably already have in your arsenal. If not, you're going to want to add it. It does have the little steel rivet ball up at the top, so it's going to get that really great squeak. I mean, right out of the package, you can hear it's really squeaky. So definitely one I know you guys are going to dig. Brand new colors, brand new selection from Evergreen in stock now. And really quick, let's just do a compare and contrast. I know I'm going to get a lot of DMs and questions about the size of the Loud Buzz compared to the Megabass Jamaica Boa. So there's a side-by-side comparison. You can see the size difference. Keep in mind the Loud Buzz is 3/8 of an ounce. Jamaica Boa is going to be 1/2 an ounce. So it's still going to be a bigger buzzbait, still going to be a heavier buzzbait. Just a totally different sound, a different look, different size. So, you know, buzzbaits are one of those things where sometimes it doesn't matter at all. Just throw whatever you got and they're going to eat it. Other times it makes a big difference to change up and tweak it a little bit. So, you know, definitely consider adding that. I know you guys are going to love it. While we're on the Jamaica Boa, all of these are back in stock this week from Megabass. So if you guys have been waiting on white python, black, green pumpkin, any of those colors, those are back. And while we're on buzzbaits, last year, we did a special drop of Megabass's limited run. This is the V-4 Buzz. This is the twin prop, the clear bladed version. Now this is one that used to be in their lineup and they did a special run, just kind of a promotional run, kind of a one-time deal. We were fortunate enough to snag one more carton of these guys. They were going away, but we found one more carton, so we got the last of the batch. So if you guys missed out, or if you guys need any replacements, these guys are back in stock. So the V-4 Buzz is a smaller, finessier buzzbait. So just to give you guys an idea, here's the Loud Buzz that we just talked about. So you can see it's substantially smaller. It has 2 counter-rotating clear blades on the top. So it's going to create more of a swooshy, real quiet, just kind of a sound on the surface. So when they get really picky, you know, and they're eating little bait, this is a great option. It's got a unique kind of crinkled skirt to give a different look under the water. It's got a unique head that allows it to kind of come up and over cover and bounce up and over so that it's not snagging. It's an amazing finesse buzzbait for early in the season and late in the season when they're not eating the full size. So it's available in 4 colors. There's a Wakasagi color. There's a gold pearl mica. There is an ill black and a Dio chartreuse. So 4 colors. This is the last of the batch. When they're gone, they're gone. I mean, unless they decide to do another promotional run at some point, but there's nothing planned. So if you guys haven't picked any of these up, definitely scoop it up. Back in stock from Megabass. While we are on Megabass, a couple of important restocks to let you guys know about. We should be seeing a pretty big trickling of Megabass Japan products over the next couple of weeks. So if you guys have been waiting on anything, it should all start arriving here any day. Some of the stuff is starting to land again. So SV3 spinnerbaits. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about them in the lighter sizes, specifically the 3/8 and 1/2 ounce size. If you've been waiting, they're back in stock in the key colors. So white python, this was the #1 selling color. It's flown out of here, hasn't been in stock in months. Back in stock in both sizes. Same thing with the white and chartreuse. The rest of the colors should start trickling in this week. So if you guys have been waiting, definitely scoop these up. If you guys haven't been throwing the SV3, you should definitely give it a look. It's got the drop-in delta head. It's got a really heavy wire, so very durable, but very thin, custom-shaped blade, so it still vibrates really hard like a thin wire spinnerbait. So a very versatile spinnerbait, one of our favorites. If you want to learn how to throw it, Jeff and I filmed a video on this when it first came out late last year. Jeff will leave the link right here. Check it out. It's a cool video, and you'll learn a lot about the spinnerbait. So back in stock. Also, some key colors in my favorite jerkbait in their lineup, the Ito Shiner, are back in stock this week. So we see a return of GLX Cotton Wakasagi. I like it when you shake it, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Back in stock. Wagin Oikawa. Did I do it like you? Perfect. Wagain Satsuki Ayu, back in stock. And then my favorite, you hear me talk about this one all the time, GLX Galaxy Shiner is back in stock. Yeah, I want to take this one out. I want to put my hands on this one. Oh yeah, GLX Galaxy Shiner. So you guys remember this one. This is the bluegill pattern that's totally transparent. So it looks really shiny, right? Until the light goes through it and then it turns transparent. Just an amazing all-around color. So, you know, springtime, this is a no-brainer for you guys. If you guys have perch or bluegill or anything like that around, definitely want to scoop up. They've been out of stock. Those are back this week from Megabass. And while we are on jerkbaits, I know a lot of you guys have been dying to get your hands on the Ito Vision 110 Plus 1 Junior and some of the key colors. We see a return of everything this week. So if you guys have been waiting on Spawn Cherry, it is back. If you've been waiting on GLX Northern Secret, it's back. If you've been waiting on GG Perch OB, it's back. MG Wakasagi, back. Kasumi Ito, back. So on and so forth. They're all back. So I know a lot of you guys have been dying to scoop these up. I would definitely go quick. I know they're going to probably evaporate out of here again, but as of this moment, everything is back in stock in the 110 Plus 1 Junior. Also this week, we see a return of one of the coolest little storage pouches. This is the Megabass Clear Pouch in the small size. Now, this is my favorite pouch for storing like small, like 3-inch spark shads and Okashira screwheads. I know a lot of you guys fish that way. This is the perfect pouch for that. So there we go with a full pack. You can see it's great because it has that outer sleeve that you can put your jig heads in, and then it's a perfect size compartment to store your 3-inch spark shads and that kind of stuff. So it just makes it really handy to just kind of keep everything together that I utilize. Hard to keep these in stock. They are back this week from Megabass. All right, a few weeks ago, we brought to you guys the SG Pulse-Tail Bluegill from Savage. And if you guys don't remember this, there's the RTF version, right? You remember what that stood for, Jeff?
Ready to
Okay. Still on this? Ready to fish, bro. It's Easter. This is a family episode. And then your version, LB.
Long Beach.
No, this is loose body, bro.
Oh.
Hey, you need to hit the gym. So, anyways, they evaporate out of here. They're back in stock. And this week, we see a new addition to the Pulse Tail lineup. We see the Pulse Tail, the 3D Pulse Tail Bluegill line through. Now, I brought these out really to give you a size comparison so you guys can get an idea. Let's open one of these guys up and take a peek. Well, first off, on the package, it's a line through design, Jeff.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, right?
Okay.
Pulse Tail, PHP photo print.
Oh.
Don't know what that means. I think it just means it looks realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, what is it? A built-in rattle. Sick. All right, let's open this bad boy. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been waiting on this. So here's a look. Very realistic bluegill, a little bit larger profile. So if you guys are fishing for that bigger bite or fish are just feeding on larger bluegills, this would be a great option. Features that same pulse tail, that kind of, wedge tail in the back. This guy is a line through and it has 2 different holes. And Jeff, this is my favorite way to do it. You can pick which hole you want to put it in. You can put it here and it'll come out the bottom, or you can point it upwards a little bit and it'll come out the top. It's like magic. You just think like top or bottom and it comes out either way. Did that make sense? Choose your hole, Jeff. It's pretty cool that Savage allows us to do that. It comes with a treble hook that wedges in there, so you can keep it on top and it'll peg in place there up top. So if you want to crawl it over cover or on beds or something like that, you can. And when the fish hook, it'll slide up. Or you can put the treble hook down there on the bottom and fish it, higher across the weeds and that kind of stuff. Should I demonstrate the line, Jeff? You look confused. Was it the 2-hole thing? Did I lose you at 2 holes?
Well,
it does have a built-in rattle though, listen. Let me demonstrate how easy this works, Jeff. I want it to go down. I want it to go to the bottom hole, right? So I just think to myself, bottom hole. And look at that. Line comes right out the bottom. Right? Now, on the flip side, if I think to myself, top hole. I want to go in that other hole. Oh, look at that. It's like fucking magic, dude. top hole. So you can rig it either way. Super dope. It looks amazing in the water. Very realistic. I think you guys will crush them. Whether you guys choose the line through, whether you guys choose Jeff's loose belly or Ben's RTF version, they're all in stock now. Also new this week from Savage Gear, we see the new Ned Craw. So you guys remember we brought the salamander in a couple weeks ago. This is a super dope Ned bait. Let's open this one because this one's called Magic Craw 4. I don't really know what Magic Craw 1, 2, and 3 looks like, but Magic Craw 4 looks pretty dope. So this is a tiny little craw bait. Looks super realistic, right? So very lifelike. I'll hold it and I'll spin it. But this is made out of the same kind of elastomer type plastic, so it's incredibly durable. It's going to float really high. So if you guys are looking for a very natural looking crawfish pattern, I mean, it doesn't get more lifelike looking than this. Designed to go in a Ned rig, so it's got that thicker back end back there, but you could certainly nose hook it or do whatever you want if you want to throw it on a drop shot or however you want to fish it. But those are in stock now. I think you guys will dig it. I know a lot of you guys love the Ned rig, so in stock from Savage. All right, new from Crimson Worldwide. We see a brand new worm designed for the Nico rig. This is the Nico Crawler 7.0. Now, Crimson Worldwide makes some amazing baits, amazing hard baits. We carry the Black Slaughter Magnum crankbaits. We carry the Scapegoat Crawler. Are you guys familiar with like the Dragon Hustler, right? So it's a small boutique Japanese brand. They make really cool, high quality stuff. Well, here's a look at their, it's basically just a little custom design. It's got a little hexagon shape to it. It's got a little, you know, thicker back end than front end here. And it's got these two little like ticklers on the back, right?
Did you say hexagon shape?
Yeah. Hexagon. Do you want me to read the whole thing? So here's really what you need to know about it. I think they describe everything that you need to know about it. Don't look at me like that, Jeff.
I'm looking at the worm. Where's the hexagon?
It's a
shape?
hexagon. You have to use your imagination. That's what's cool. You see it? Listen. It has an overwhelming and absolute potential for fishing and exerts performance more aggressive and destructive than anything else. Okay? Now, what's important to note about this is it says super strong scent and flavor. Smell it. I don't know if I would say super strong.
Smells like any old worm.
I definitely don't smell jalapenos. Taste it.
Where's the hexagon? Okay, there you go.
I don't know that I'd say super strong.
Okay.
It definitely has a flavor, definitely a scent. Very important to note, and they were very wise to put this warning. Please do not use for purposes other than fishing. Okay? So, keep your mind out of the gutter, Jeff. This is a fishing worm. Okay? Not sure what else we could do with it. But it's got great action to it. I know a lot of you guys are looking for just something different. I think you guys will like the way it moves under the water. So that is new. It's available in 10 different colors. So there's natural colors like, you know, green, pumpkin, blue. You know, some reds. There's some pinks. And in typical Crimson style, there's some crazies, right? There's some blues and greens and some wild stuff. So definitely check that out. If you guys like throwing crawler style worms, those are available now. Some new stuff from Sims this week. You guys remember the launch of the CX rain gear. We start to see the arrival of some more of the CX soft goods. So this is a new design for them in their hat and shirt. This is called the Bass Line. So it's available in the Bass Line trucker hat as well as in their shirt. Let's open it up because I actually think this is their coolest design.
I think so too.
Yeah. So there you go. So there it is in the shirt. Kind of a cool, reminds me a lot of like a Manichi kind of fish, doesn't it?
It definitely does.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
I forgot what they call that style of Japanese.
Yeah, but it looks dope. It's a black shirt and it's in kind of that orange, you know, that Sims orange. So new style, available both t-shirt and hat from them. Also in the CX line, we start to see some of the camo drops. So we see the camo CX hit. Okay.
Is there anything on the back?
This one's called the M Sims logo T-shirt. It's pretty straightforward. Nope, just a straight back. So just clean camo, and then hats to match on that. So you've got a couple different choices in fits on there. So new from Sims this week. All right, we see a few other new hat arrivals from Sims. I know a lot of you guys love Sims hats. So we see the Bass Patch Trucker. This has been a staple in the line. This is the new black color. So that is available now. We also see, I think this one's super dope. We see a new American flag. This one's called Admiral Blue. This is a USA Catch Trucker. So that one's super dope. This is more of like that curved bill on it. And then we see just a straightforward, this is the CX flat brim hat. Just clean, just straightforward. You know, they haven't had like a true flat brim like this in a while. So if you guys like rocking flat brim, there you go, just clean, white, Sims, CX. New from Sims this week. All right, new colors this week in Sims Sun Gear. Now, I absolutely live every single day fishing in Sims Sun Gear, specifically the gaiters and their gloves. So I'm a huge fan of this stuff. I've worn it since it's been a thing. If you guys are still wearing sunscreen, I am telling you, trust me, you will never have to wear it again if you get the right clothes. It is hot as here in Arizona. And we can wear long sleeves, long pants, sun gear. We're cool, we're comfortable, we're not burning. So definitely add these things to your arsenal. You will thank me for it. So some new colors in gaiters. There's the Sterling, which is basically a gray. Riparian camo, so a new camo color, it's pretty dope. Hex Flow camo steel. Cloud camo gray. And Meridian. So those are in stock now. And we also see a new addition to the lineup. This is the Sims Neck Gaiter. So that was the Sun Gaiter. This is the Neck Gaiter. So the Neck Gaiter is going to be more of a true, just straight, squared off piece of fabric. Fabric's a little bit different. Not sure why we need this guy, but this is one of the new colors that's available. So just a straight up piece of fabric. A lot of guys like this versus that, you know, softer SolarFlex feeling. And it's a little cheaper. How much are the Neck Gaiters? $19.99 instead of $29.99. Yeah, so you save yourself 10 bucks. So, new color Trucha Libre, Hex Flow Camo Steel, and Admiral Schoolie. Okay, so those are all available now from Sims. This one is like silkier, right? This is more like the SolarFlex material. This is the Sun Gaiter. So it's got a higher cut so it can wrap up and stay on your hat. It's got the laser cut mesh in the front for easy breathability, right? And then more of a silky material. So two different choices, both great options from Sims. Okay, also really quick, we see the new colors in SolarFlex gloves. In stock this week, we see Sterling to match the Sterling there, the Hex Flow Camo Steel, and the Riparian Camo all in stock in the gloves. Now, keep in mind, if you guys aren't wearing sun gloves now, you want to size these, in my opinion, one size down from what you would normally wear. Okay, so I have pretty big hands, right? I would normally wear like a large, extra large. I wear a medium in these because if you're like me, you probably aren't going to wash them every time you go. You're probably going to take them off at the end of the day, throw them back in the boat, and then next time you go, oh, there's my gloves, put them back on. Sometimes, you know, I may go quite a while before washing them. So as you're taking them on and off and they're stretching, that medium turns into a large, right? So if you normally wear a large, get a medium. If you normally wear an extra large, get a large, right? And they do kind of stretch because of that SolarFlex fabric. So you should definitely add these. They're great to fish in. You've got an open palm, so you get all the sensitivity in the rod. So anyways, new colors in those from Sims. And then we also see a return this week of my favorite fishing shoe. So this is the Sims Atoll Flip. These guys are back in stock in all sizes. I literally live in these things in the summer. I wear them all day standing on the concrete, here in the store, on the boat, everywhere. They are the most comfortable fishing shoe in the world. They have a non-slip sole, so you can get them wet. You can jump in your boat. You're not going to slip around in the carpet or your deck or your trolling motor. And they're just amazingly, they just give you so much support. So super comfortable. So definitely check those out. Back in stock from Simms. All right, while we're on Simms, let's do a promotion, Jeff. All right, so we're going to make room for some new arrivals coming next month. So everything we have in stock right now in a SolarFlex shirt. So this is Simms' top of the line sun protection. Amazingly soft, great breathability, amazing for hot weather, okay? Crew neck, as well as what I wear, the hoodies, okay? So a bunch of colors, sterlings, camos, blues, whatever you like, all sizes. We're just gonna do 50% off, okay? So normally they're like $60 to $70. They're gonna be 30 to 35 bucks. So while supplies last, 50% off. We don't run sales very often here, so that's a great way to scoop them up, super cheap, available while supplies last, get them. Big restock in Megabass Japan rods this week. So if you guys have been waiting on any obscure models in Destroyer Japan, Destroyer Carbon Head, Evolution, you know, those types of things, Orochi Triple X, take a look. We just did a huge restock. So anything that was available, we snatched. Now, a lot of you guys may know Hayuga. Did I say it right, Carmen? Hayuga. It'll always be Hayuga to me. So this is the beautiful kind of purple black carbon rod that was actually designed for shore fishing originally. And they did such a good job that they expanded it to a bunch of different models. Just really clean, you know, EVA split grip on there. Light, but very durable. So we found some models that we thought were long gone in Japan. So we see this week 6.6 medium light. This would be a great like light duty jerkbait rod. It's got that nice light bend through the middle, small crankbaits, little jerkbaits, that kind of stuff. This one would be super dope. So 6.6 medium light is in. We also see the 6.7 medium light, okay? So this guy is going to be just a little bit faster. So this guy is going to be, again, it could be a great jerkbait rod, walking topwater rod. It could also be a finesse plastic rod. So if you guys are throwing, you know, weightless Senko, little Nico rigs, drop shots, that kind of stuff on a baitcaster, this could be an awesome one. So that is back. And we see a new spinning rod addition. We see the 6.3 ultralight spin. So this would be a killer one for like trout, crappie, that kind of stuff. You guys can see it's like super soft, right? So really sexy rods. Here's the dopest thing. JDM Megabass rod, 225 bucks. Like it's a crazy price to get a JDM Megabass rod. So same warranty, 3-year Megabass warranty. So while supplies last, those are in stock from Megabass. Okay, a couple of important restocks to let you guys know with Destroyer P5. Now, I told you guys a few weeks ago that rods are going to start to become a real problem with availability. And I told you when we get important restocks that I will let you know so that you know when it's time to scoop them up. So, we see a return this week of one of my favorite finesse crank rods. This is the Kasumi 611. So this is the 1/8 ounce to 1/2 ounce rod. It's 6 foot 11 inches, amazingly light. It's just got that beautiful bend through the middle. This is the rod that you're gonna want for throwing really finessey crankbaits, small hard baits, things that don't really have a weight transfer system in it. It's not really a BFS rod, and it's not really like a heavy crankbait rod. It's kind of in between. It's just perfect for that lighter stuff. So again, anything in that range, it's an F2.5, right? So it's got enough power, but enough bend to it. I know a lot of you have been waiting on it. Those are back. We also see a return this week of the Tachyon shaft. So the Tachyon shaft is the hardest hitting, fastest jig rod in the lineup. Those are back in stock as well. And one of my favorite spinning rods in the lineup, the Baby Plugging, is back. So the Baby Plugging is basically the rod that replaced the Flissa in the lineup. So if you guys are looking for a rod to throw the small Kashira head, the little Spark Shad, little ball head with the Hazadong, this is the rod. Now, just like with the Windbuster, something happened in the process and it's incredibly sensitive. So this is also the go-to for light line drop shot, really light finesse plastics. You will feel every fish breathe on this rod. So definitely pick this guy up. I'll spec it out for you really quick, and don't be overly afraid of the specs on this thing, okay? So you can see it's beautiful. I know I've shown this before, but 3/32 to 7/16 ounce. Okay, so basically everything up to about that ½ ounce size, it handles well, but just like the Flissa, it has that really nice soft tip on it, so it loads that lighter stuff well to get you the good cast. So back in stock, while supplies last. It'll probably be the last batch we see until fall, so definitely scoop them up. Okay, a brand new model this week in Orochi XXX, and this arrives in both the one-piece Orochi XXX as well as the two-piece travel version Orochi XXX. This is the Black Themis. Okay, now this is an F2.5 6.7K. It is a beautiful, like, light jerkbait, small hardbait rod. Here, play with my rod, Jeff.
Ooh.
What say you about that guy?
Ooh. Okay. I like this little thing, dude.
It's nice, right?
Money.
Yeah, so it's light, it's crisp, it's really responsive. If you guys are looking for a little shorter rod, maybe you're fishing from a bank or a kayak or somewhere where you don't really want to deal with a 7-foot rod for throwing small little hard baits, the Black Themis is super dope, right? And the ability to get it in both a one-piece and a two-piece is really nice. So if you guys need the storage capability, the two-piece is dope. It's just failed right in the middle, comes with a storage pouch. One piece obviously is full size. So again, they're going to be in that $250 price point. Again, for a JDM Orochi, it's cheaper than US Orochi, kind of a no-brainer. So definitely check that out. Brand new this week from Megabass. All right, and a couple important restocks that I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on. The Orochi XXX multi-piece Black Elzile. This is the go-to jerkbait, just kind of all-around reaction rod in the multi-piece, back in stock this week. We also see a return of some key TS destroyer models. Okay, so hunting weapon, I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on that. That's for throwing the big dogs. That is back in stock. Casino, also back in stock. So the Casino is going to be for like that 2 to 5 ounce glide bait. It's got the nice parabolic bend, back in stock. And then my favorite rod that we had a bunch of, and then they evaporated out as soon as it started warming up. This is the 7.2. This is a TS Destroyer poker. This is my go-to frog, pitch-in, you know, that type of stuff. It's amazing for that. So if you guys missed out on the last round, those are back in stock as well. All right, and then let's just end it with another promotion, Jeff, shall we? All right, so a lot of you guys scooped up the brand new St. Croix Victory rods over the last week or so. Thank you very much. We sold out. It was a great success, so we should see a restock of those here in the next week or so. But we decided, you know what, let's celebrate some of St. Croix's higher end rods. So we are going to run a special Easter promotion. I know a lot of you guys have been looking for some of these. So we're going to run the promotion on the St. Croix Legend Elite as well as the St. Croix Legend Extreme, which is their top dog. Okay, so here's what it is. Legend Extreme. Buy any Legend Extremes. These are going to run you anywhere from like $620 to $670 depending on the model. Okay, so buy any model. I don't care what model it is. We're going to give you a $150 gift card. Okay, so buy a rod, get a $150 gift card to our shop. With the Legend Elite, these are going to run you in that $4 to $440 range, somewhere in there. Buy a rod, any rod, bait casting, spinning, we're going to give you a $100 gift card. Okay, so if you guys are in the rod market, you've been looking at some of these higher end St. Croix, scoop them up. We will send you the gift card right away, and you can party. You can get some stuff. You can get baits, reels, whatever you want to do. Boom, there's a promotion. Let's drink. Cheers. Cheers, Jeffrey. That is a wrap for us this week. Happy Easter, happy Sunday. On behalf of myself and my family and Jeff and Carmen and Griff and everybody here, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for the business. Keep your eyes on our Instagram this week because we are going to drop new arrivals all week. Big OSP, big Megabass, big special Daiwa shipments, right? So all showing up. And of course, we will recap everything next week on the What's New video. So If you guys have any questions, drop it down below. I will definitely get to it. Jeff will leave links to all of these products. Until next time, cheers, guys. Happy Sunday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, Jeff.
Absolutely, dude.
I'm going to go choose my hole.